Alright, it's demo time again. Hello. This is also technically the first thing recorded and published with the new microphone and whatnot, so the sound is different now. Whenever I release this, I have no fucking idea. Doesn't matter anyway. It's gonna be a bit distorted if I release this like after or before some other ones that were recording with the Yeti still. Anyway, whatever. We're doing another demo of a thing that was a bunch of gibberish, like Chinese symbols, I think, called Moment of Moonset. It has a man. It has, honestly, it's got a very loud background music. I'm gonna have to lower it even further because I need to hear it. It's good music, actually. It's pretty solid, but it's too loud. It's too loud for me right now. So we're just gonna start, however this is. I mean, obviously, I'm interested by the visuals because, I mean, look at it. Look at the fucking thing. It's a lady being covered with like rocks and fleshy growths, and it's horrible. There's a horror thing, probably, presumably, but you never know. You never fucking know with these. Oh, and I did the thing. I did the thing. I bumped up the thing with my fat fucking fans. Let's start. This game has multiple branches and endings. Every choice you make will affect the direction of the story. Great. I already like how it cut off the where it went with the thing. And oh, let's see. There we go. The direction of the story. Yeah, cutting off the word in half. When text blocks the screen, you can right-click to temporarily remove the text interface. That's totally not gonna fuck with my ability to read when words are just cut in half. You can also view game progress through the gallery. Sure. Okay, no. Enter doesn't advance. The most important thing is, remember to save it at any time. Sure. Understood. I understand that. Whatever that is. Oh yes, it is Chinese. I have never heard her speak, and I have never seen her face. I do not like the quotation marks around her. But she was my best playmate as a child. My name is Xiaolu, and your name should be Hand Hand. The deer and the Hand Hand are the best friends. Oh, that's already fucking up my brain. Why does that child have fun looking at a hole in the wall all day long? I'm probably playing solo. It doesn't matter, as long as she's happy. Playing solo? Oh. Okay. We're starting with the weird already. Cool. A giant hand. Han Han is very white as snow. Yeah, that's pretty pale skin there. Han Han is huge. Bigger than any adult's hand. You could say that fucking again. She can easily hold me in the palm of her hand. I like to sit in it and sing to her. She sometimes puts on all kinds of weird poses to make me laugh. Right. I will share interesting things in life with her every day and introduce my family and friends to her. But no one can see Han Han, only I can. Our secret friendship lasted like this for 3 years. When I was about to graduate from kindergarten, Han Han fell ill. I could see that she was very ill. She's aging, shrinking, and festering little by little. I couldn't stop her condition from getting worse. I could only watch her disappear bit by bit, until the end, leaving a small hole in the fence and the gray-white wall of the neighbor's house behind the hole. Alright. 20 years later, I graduated from an ordinary school, work in an ordinary job, receive an ordinary salary, and live an ordinary life with 2 points and 1 line. I guess work and home. No goals, no ideals. This is me. My name is Panglu, an ordinary single woman. After working overtime, looking at the busy traffic under the neon lights, I often imagine that it would be great if something could happen. Right, the text is overlapping with the interface as well. And also we have interface with things on it that say things and numbers and life and like hearts, and there's 3 things here on the side like that. So that's
不管它是好事。
No matter it's good or bad, I just hope it can break this day-to-day cycle.
日复一日的循环，但我又深知平凡。
But I also know that being ordinary is not easy. Being able to spend every day smoothly is also a blessing.
可为什么
But why?
我会莫名
I
感
feel
到
so
难过？
sad for no reason.
是因为出租房总是
Is it
阴
because
冷
the
潮
rental
湿，
house is always colder and damp?
还是因为没
Or
完
is it
没
because
了
of the
的加
endless
班？
overtime at work?
又
Or
或
is it
是
because I have not been
之间没
able to
谈
fall
上
in
一
love
场
so
恋
far?
爱？
I mean, it's usually a combination of a lot of things.
我到底是在难过
What
什么？
am I sad about and what am I
在
longing
渴
for?
望什么？
Are you longing for love?
我好像
It seems that I have
从小就
never
没有
really
真正
liked
喜欢
someone
上一
since I
个
was a
人。
child.
真要说对谁印
If I
象
really
深
want to
刻
say
的
who
话，
impressed me the
唯
most,
一能想到
the
的
only one I can think of
就
is
是他了。
her.
但
But
他仅在
she
我儿时的
is
记
only
忆
in my
中，
childhood memory.
他以那
If
样的
she
形
appears
式
in that
出
form,
现，
can she
还
still be
算是人
considered
类
a
吗？
human being?
我甚至不能确定。
I'm not even sure if
她是
she
否真的
really
存在？
exists. Maybe it's just a hallucination caused by my
那只是我
insanity
小
when I
时
was
候
a
精神
child.
错乱。回去
Go
看
back and have a look.
对呀，回去看
Yes.
看他曾经出
Go
现的
back and
回
look at the
来，
broken fence
说
when
不定能发
she
现点
once
什么。
appeared. Maybe you can find something.
立刻就动身吧。
Let's set off
为了
immediately.
防止改变主
In order
意
to，prevent me from changing my
我立
mind,
刻收拾
I
好东
immediately
西，
packed my things and got on the
坐上了
train
回乡的
back
火
to my
车，
hometown.
甚至没
I
来得
didn't even
及，
have time to do something to get
因为
to
这
get
突
off.
如其来的想法
Fuck.
让我兴奋。
Because this sudden idea excited me.
很久没
I
有这么
haven't been
激
so
动过了。
excited for a long time.
我不想回归平静
I，don't want to return to
想
peace.
做点什么，
I want to do something.
必
It
须
must be
现
now.
在，
Immediately.
马上。
Alright, go for it. Go get it. An overnight drive. After arriving at my destination, I quickly fell into deep thought again. As expected, the current environment is no longer what it was like in childhood. Yeah, things change. Strange streets, strange buildings. After moving with my parents, I never came back. It's only natural that there are such earth-shaking changes. I couldn't help but laugh at my own impulsiveness and stupidity. But the steps did not stop. Walking through alley after alley. Don't know where to go next. Don't know what to do next. There was only a little bit of unwillingness in my heart. Suddenly, a jump scare. A shadow flashed across the pile of debris not far away, but the deer could not see it clearly. What do you mean deer? What? Oh, I guess it's referring to her as the deer, the prey, I guess. Let's look around. Let's be impulsive. Fuck it, she is impulsive. Let's be impulsive, right? Also, what is it doing? There's a weird yellow outline that's caused by OBS, but I'm not sure why. It's not like I have anything selected there that would be doing a thing. I mean, I do, but if I disappeared that, yeah. Well, okay, I'll just have to live with that. Anyway, let's run immediately to find the source of the noise. Brave +1. Okay. That's, okay, stats. That term, okay, that's what it is. Okay. The deer immediately rushed towards the direction where the shadow jumped. He kicked open the debris blocking it. Wait, what? Are we talking about an actual deer? What? The familiar fence suddenly appeared in front of her. That's right, that's it. Or maybe it's because, a bit mistranslation. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised. This translation is relatively good. Like, pretty solid. But I guess there might be some gendering things that might be mistranslated here and there. I've seen that every now and then somewhere. Chinese is a complicated language. Mandarin, I guess. Even that gap on it is exactly the same as before. Hello.
小鹿，
Little deer? Oh, wait, no. Right. Zhao Lu. They translated the name even though they shouldn't. Wait, no. Zhao Lu. What? Okay, never mind. I'm confused now.
左小，
And this one isn't. Okay. Zhu Zhao?
小鹿，
Oh, dear.
真的是你。
It's really you. Why are
你
you
怎么会在
here?
这儿？
Okay, yeah, no. What?
我的猫又跑出来
The
了，
cat ran out
没
again.
吓到你吧？
Didn't it scare you?
原来是你的猫啊！
It turns out to be your cat. Zhu Zhao is Banglu's junior high school classmate. After graduation, they went their separate ways. And I guess that's intimacy points with each of them now. Okay. Sure, I don't care about those, honestly. Never thought we would meet here. After a while of greetings, the two sat on a pile of debris and talked to each other about their experiences.
天哪，这个故事
God, this story sounds kind of scary.
从这个围
From
栏
this fence
里
reached out a
伸出一
giant
只巨
hand.
大的，
我想找到他。
Well, I want to find her.
可是它已经消失了。
However, she has disappeared.
听你的描述，
From your description, it seems like she died of a critical illness.
并未去。
来到这儿之前，
Before I came here, I thought I would
我也以为
never
再
see
也见
him
不到
again.
了。
Yeah, okay, there's gender pronouns functions very differently in Chinese, I guess. That's why the translation is doing its best but not succeeding all the time. It's missing context. Semi-automatic translation software probably being used for that.
但这个洞口，
But this hole seems to let me feel that she's still there.
多年没
I haven't seen you for many years,
一下子
and
跟你
I'm
说这
saying
么
so
多
many
莫名其
inexplicable
妙的
things
东
to
西
you all at once. It's a
有些
bit
唐
abrupt,
突。
I'm really sorry.
真不好意思。
我相信你说的话，
I believe what you are saying.
我们
We've always been very good friends,
一直
haven't
都
we?
是很好的朋友，
Ah,
不是吗？
we have always been good friends. It's great. I thought you would think me crazy. Oh, we've always been good friends. Yeah, let's friend zone her. Oh, favorability +1 instead. Okay. You know, I don't really want to see that. Honestly, I don't want to see these numbers. This is the stuff that you leave in the background behind the screen. Like this very much gamifies the dating sim aspect. And like this is supposed to be a horror story, right? We don't need game elements here. We want to be scared and mysterious and stuff like that. We don't need that. I don't want numbers, honestly. I don't want that. But we have it, so whatever. A light flashed in Zhu Zhao's eyes, and she suddenly became excited. I'm gonna have to try and keep up with that. She held Pang Lu's hand tightly.
离开校园后，
After leaving campus,
大家都形
we're
同
all
陌路。
strangers. I've been thinking about
这些年我
you
一直
these
在想你。
years.
想见你，
I want to see you, but
但不
don't
知
know how
道
to
如
ask.
何开口。
Alright, Pang Lu was a little surprised. She thought to herself that she and Zhu Zhao didn't seem to be so close when they were classmates. Well, it's a one-sided crush, obviously. But looking at Zhu Zhao's appearance now, she seems to be really happy mentally.
我可以加入你的计划吗？
Can I join your
寻
program?
找这种
Looking for a
超自然
paranormal
现
phenomena
象
like
之类
this.
的。
Okay. Okay, the translation is getting some hiccups. It's not program. It's not program. That's not the correct word you would use here. Can I just join you? That would work. Like, yeah, you don't need the additional things.
加入啊，你误
Join
会
in.
了
Ah, you
我只是一时
misunderstood.
心血来潮。
I just acted on a whim and
什么计
had
划？
no plan. As soon as she finished speaking, Banglu suddenly felt that the world was spinning and her eyes were completely dark. Donk. Into the face plant of the ground. Plant your face in the ground. Yeah, actually makes sense, that expression, right?
我
Where am I? In midair?
空中
Alright, that's a gate, and some souls of the damned screaming in the background. The surrounding scene was like coming from another world. Unable to see the blue-purple sky of morning and evening, twisted in ferocious cloud shapes, in the center of the field of vision stands a huge door, which is incredibly huge. Okay. Never mind, the initial impression of the translation is going away now very, very quickly. The cut-off words is manageable, but a black smell emanated from the crack in the door, mixed with harsh noises. That voice sounds like crying and laughing at the same time. Yeah. I've never witnessed such a weird scene. Ah! The body suddenly began to fall, getting faster and faster. What happened? Will I fall and die? The feeling of rapid descent frightened me to the extreme, as if I'm about to be torn into pieces. Suddenly, a huge force appeared behind me, dragging me slowly. That force is calm and gentle, like invisible hands gently holding me. Yeah, lots of repetition of the words. Got all of that off. It gave me an inexplicable sense of familiarity and intimacy, which made me feel a little more at ease. But the uneasiness and fear in my heart still linger. They haunt me like a shadow, Let me be trapped in the confusion and uneasiness of the unknown environment. Yeah, the interface is really distracting. Can we turn that off,
你终于
actually?
醒了。
That turns that off. Settings. Can we... The interface... Oh, wait. No, it's not. Ah, damn it. It's not the interface. This is just that one. Boo. The close... You know what? The close sound effect is pretty... a lot. It's a lot. It's just a lot. You definitely close the thing. You finally woke up. When you open your eyes again, it's already evening. The person in front of her was still Zhu Zhao. Come on, Banglu. Banglu struggled to get up only to realize that she had been lying in Zhu Zhao's arms.
我
What's wrong with me?
你就是
You just
突然
suddenly
睡着
fell
了，
asleep,
睡得很
sleeping
沉，
very deeply and
还
still
在打
snoring.
呼噜。
我就这么睡了一天
Did
吗
I？ just sleep like this all day?
嗯
Mm-hmm.
你就这么抱着我
You just
一
hold
整
me like
天？
this all day long?
嗯，
Uh-huh. Oh, come on. Come on, Bangla. This is like literally the most obvious. She has a massive
真
crush
对
on.
不起，我
I'm so
我
sorry.
好像
I seem to have met
在梦
her in a
里
dream.
果然是和那个洞有
Is
关吗？
really related to the hole?
动，
Hole?
那个洞，
Yes, that hole. When Panglu looked at the damaged fence again, she was stunned. Oh, there's... Okay. She really appeared again. But the difference is it's her feet now, and they're relatively small. Well, still bigger than a normal human, but not by that much. What sticks out from the hole is not a hand, but a pair of feet.
左小，你看到
Zuzha, did you see that?
什么？
What?
它出现了，
She appears. Look, there it is.
那个缺口吗？
That cap is indeed more
确实
damaged
是
than
比原
the
来凸起
original
的更
one.
大了。
不是破洞，
No,
是
it's the
脚，
feet. She's really back.
真的
It
回
just
来了。
turned into a pair of feet.
只不过
Yeah, you're weird.
啊？
啊
一双
A
脚
pair of feet. I really didn't
我
see
确实
anything.
什么也没看到。
Zhaolu, are you still in the dream?
你是不是还在梦里？
Wait, come on now. What's her name? Panglu or Zhaolu? Because those are very different sounds. And certainly not deer, as in the animal. Which I guess certain pronunciations of those sounds translate to. Definitely, but it's all text though. I don't fucking know. I don't know, it's weird. Mandarin is confusing. So many symbols and so many things that sound similar. It's about the intonation of how you pronounce things that really changes the meaning of it. Which is... Panglu slowly approached the feet, stretched out her hand, and stroked them.
像雪一样
The
的
skin
肤
color
色
is like snow,
冰
the
凉的
cold
触
touch, and the
还有
huge
着硕
size.
大的尺寸，
Yeah, huge. Didn't look up synonyms. I think this is really just automatically
没
translated.
错，就是它。
Yes,
我
it's
不
her.
能看到，
Not only can I see it,
我还
I
能
can
摸
touch
到，
it.
太神奇了！
It's amazing.
它真的回
She's
来了。
really back. Banglu excitedly rushed toward and hugged her. However, she's not as lively as she was in childhood. There was no reaction to Banglu's hug. Hugging a giant foot, okay? I mean, sure. Still lying there motionless.
奇怪了，
Strange.
手手，
What's wrong with you,
你怎么了？
Hand?
为什么不动了
Why
呢？
doesn't it move?
我是小鹿啊，
I'm a little deer.
不记
Don't
得
you
我了
remember
吗？
me? Oh, I guess the childhood nickname for her? Sure. I guess that makes sense. Sure, never mind. I retract the previous criticism. Zhu Zhao watched as Banglu fell into an invisible object, her upper body hanging in the air. Okay, so she is physically there. Okay. She was surprised and came over. I fumbled around with my hands for a while, but found nothing.
难道确实有什么离奇的东西？是
Is there
只有
really
朋友
something
你才
bizarre
看
that
见的
only
吗？
you, Banglu, can see? Banglu calmed down and said... she stood up and looked at the huge feet, thinking.
手手并不只是一只手，
A hand is
它
not
应该
just
有
a
一个
hand.
完整的身
You
体。
should have a complete body.
从脚的姿势上来看，
Judging from the posture of her
它
feet,
像是躺
she
着，
seemed to be lying
一动不
down,
动。
motionless.
是睡着了吗？
Was she asleep?
还是生病
Still
了？
sick?
或者
Or
是遇到了什么事
what
情，
happened that prevented her from responding
导
to me?
致 他不能回应。
Murdered. An explosion, okay.
地震，
Earthquake?
什么？
What?
地面在震动。
The ground is shaking. It's an earthquake.
什么也没发生呀。
Nothing happened. The Zuzha didn't seem to feel the change in the environment. Ooh, purple. Purple demons. Yay, purple hell. Hello. Got the purple. Got the purple evil. Not far away, the ground gradually cracked, emitting a strange red light. Not pink. Then many vine-like things emerged from the cracks. Ah, of course, they're tentacles. Even call them that. Accompanied by the constant wriggling of mucus. We don't need that. There were more and more cracks. Soon they spread to Panglu's feet. Several vines jumped out and tied her tightly. Panglu didn't have time to think and subconsciously grabbed Zuzhao. The vines wrapped her around her body also grew along Panglu's arm towards Zuzhao. The moment Tangman touched... What? The moment the vines touched... No, wait. Come on, no. The moment Panglu touched Zuzhao, her heart trembled violently. Then all the incredible images came into her eyes. Okay, yeah. What she saw, heard, and felt at this moment was exactly the same as Panglu. Ah, they have to be... Do they have to be slimy? Come on. Oh, what's going on? Where did these things come from?
我什么都不知道啊。
I don't know anything. How to do... What to do? What do we do? I think that's what they meant. More and more vines tied them up. They are no longer able to struggle. In a trance, I caught a glimpse of a huge thing standing in the distance. I can't see clearly what it is. I just feel that it is full of darkness and infinite oppression. Okay. I mean, I'm intrigued. If the translation was better and the formatting of the text was better as well, it's like technical issues, really. Nothing wrong with the story itself. So far. I was walking alone on a small road in the countryside. I brought the cakes to my grandma to try. Her family lives in a remote and secluded place. I have to be careful about whether there are big bad wolves on the road. Alright, I can't sing for sure. You're not gonna get me to sing. Little dear, it's your turn. Oh. I'm Huatsong number 1, and Little Red Riding Hood walked past me. I'm Huatsong number 2, and Little Red Riding Hood walked past me. Oh, tree. Now it's tree. Wait, no. I am tree number 1, and Little Red Riding Hood is about to enter the woods. I am tree number 2, and Little Red Riding Hood's grandma's house is right in front. Panglu wore a red cloak and walked back and forth on the stage. The next script is to open the door of Grandma's room, and then... Panglu felt bored with the script, which she practiced dozens of times. She looked blankly at the audience, her thoughts no longer on the stage. At this time, she felt that she should be... without hair? Who thinks carefully? No, fuck that. Red Riding Hood doesn't think carefully. Not really. Holding a sword... That's a good option. I like that. I'm more curious about the without hair option, though. That's fun. Let's go with the silly options. We're gonna go with the silly ones. Dementia 1. That's a great one. You don't see dementia often. Sure, let's go insanity. The insanity route. Brave and insane. That's right. Right. You must not have imagined that I'm actually a bald man. Oh. Okay. Cool. I like that. Panglu lifted up her cloak and pulled off her wig. Revealing her smooth and shining head, she looked excitedly at the audience. An audience of nothing, just clothes. She thought the audience would be shocked by this sudden scene. Unexpectedly, the audience was completely silent. Looking around, the classmates and teachers accompanying the actors were also gone. People just disappeared out of thin air. They got raptured. Oh no. Only the clothes were left spread out. Okay, we're in a... well, that's... At least the walls seem to be made of stone, and there's wood, but, the Ah, the mattress is made of flesh and the blanket is made of flesh. I mean, gross. That's gross. That's. I don't want to be covered in that. I mean, I'm sure. Oh, I mean, technically, if it's warm, then it could be super comfortable. But the mucus and I don't think I want to be covered in goop when I'm sleeping. At all, that does not sound comfortable at all. Not at all. No. Anyway, Panglu woke up from her dream. Panglu woke up from her dream again. The scene from the primary school drama performance still lingers in her mind. That was her first time performing on stage. I don't know why the drama in my dream became so weird. She calmed down, got out of bed, and looked around. Suddenly, I found myself in a dilapidated environment. Through the furniture, you can vaguely tell that this is the room where you lived when you were a child. It's just that everything seems to be infected with a virus, showing an unnatural and decaying color.
这些红色的斑痕
These red scars look like blood vessels and are everywhere.
遍布每一个
Yeah,
角
pretty
落。
disturbing. That's
墙
why it's
上
on
的
the
那两
inside.
幅
The
我
two
记得
pictures
是
on the
一对
wall.
全家福
I remember they were family portraits,
但
but
现
now
看
they
起
look
来
like blurry faces.
下面是一幅山
Below is
水
a
画，
landscape painting, but the scenes in the painting seem to be like a rain of blood.
似乎是在下一场雪雨。
Yeah.
小时候盖过的被子
Fields I used to cover when I was a
呈现出
child
黏
also
糊
showed
糊
a
的状
sticky
态。
state, similar to
金
the
丝大
large
肠
intestine. Yeah.
左小啊，
Susho,
你在
where are
哪
you?
我是不是还在梦
Am
里
I
啊？
still in a dream?
感觉好难
I
受
feel，so uncomfortable.
我
I
快
can
分不
hardly
清
tell the
现实和
difference
梦
between
境
reality
了。
and dreams. Walk out of the room, and you find a pot of green bubbly things are not a great sign. A saw tableware for a family of 3 neatly placed on the dining table with a big pot in the middle. The scene is all too familiar to Banglu. God damn. My parents were very busy when I was a child. In order to save trouble, my mother would often stew everything in one pot. I mean, I guess it makes sense. When she grew up, she was busier than her mother. I was so busy that even cooking became impossible. The endless overtime gradually drove her away from her family. The days when we can sit down together and have a meal seem incredibly precious. The pot on the table is still steaming, as if the dish has just been cooked. Panglu stares at the food in the pot, trying hard to discern the ingredients inside. Rather than calling it food, it's more like a completely unidentifiable mess. It looks sticky and gooey, almost as if it's still wriggling. Oh, we're going with the crazy. We're crazy brave, but stupid. Take a bite and see. Yay, dementia.
尝一口，尝一
Take a
口。
bite. Take a bite.
好久没吃妈妈做
It's
的
been
菜
so
了。
long since I've eaten mom's cooking. Banglu picks up the nearby spoon and scoops a spoonful into her mouth. The lump of stuff churns on the tongue as if it has a life of its own. After chewing for a moment, there's a sensation of something hard, like a shell. She spits it out, and in the remnants, a half-eaten insect, somewhat resembling a cockroach, is clearly visible. I mean, we took the first step, we're just gonna go all in. Take another bite. Fuck it.
虫子，
Insects.
好吃的。
Bugs. Delicious. I mean, who's to say they're not? Although prepared like this, they don't seem to be.
我再尝一口。
I'll take another bite. Banglu scoops up another spoonful and puts it in her mouth. She herself isn't sure why she's doing this, but she just does it anyway. The texture during the second taste is even more diverse. I guess that's the way you can say it. Not only can you taste the hard skin and limbs of arthropods, but you can even detect something resembling egg casings. The moment the teeth break through, there is a burst of slippery substance distinct from the other sticky textures. This disgusting feeling is even a bit addictive. Banglu slowly swallows the mouthful, a fleeting daze crossing her face.
吃饱了，
Full now.
到外面看看吧。
Now let's go outside and take a look. That was gross. Actually, kind of freaky. Oh, hello, Earth into the sky. Or is that just an opening into a dome? Banglu opened the door and walked out. Place yourself in the place where you lived when you were a child. Wangzhang Town. Yeah. Translation needs some work. A stale smell assaulted my nostrils, along with the mold-infested buildings and dilapidation. There's not a trace of people in the empty streets. It was as if the whole town was enveloped in death.
究竟是怎么回事？
What on earth is this?
为什么我曾经熟悉的
Why is the
王乡
Wangsheng
镇
town I was once familiar with became so weird and terrifying? And the voice actress is a bit too close to the microphone.
月亮怎么会那么巨大？
The moon.
仿佛要将整个世界
How could
吞
it be
噬
so。huge? As if it was about to swallow the entire world. That's not a moon, it's too blue.
我穿越了吗？
Although I guess
这
it
一
could
看
have
就
been.
不是现实世界该有的
Have
样
I
子。
traveled through time? This doesn't look like what the real world should look like. Why would you think time travel? Why would you think time travel? But that might be a mistranslation. Banglu walked quickly, trying to find her kind in silence. I guess that makes sense. I guess it's the narrator, the deer, walked quickly, using a metaphor for the story, which is fine, but it's a bit disjointed when I'm not sure. It could be either way, because translation errors are happening as well. Walking upside down? Let's walk upside down, fuck it. Yeah. As Banglu walked, strange thoughts came to her mind. Her mind seemed to be invaded by some mysterious force. She always makes uncontrollable actions that even she herself cannot understand. At this moment, she suddenly felt that she should walk upside down. She didn't know what the reason was, because it's fucking weird and the option was there. But that's what she wanted to do. Could it be because this abnormal world is gradually affecting her thinking? Her mind gradually became abnormal. The deer walked upside down like this for a while. Suddenly, she saw something waving to her in the small shop ahead. Okay, it's an insect person. And a butt as well. It was a twisted monster. The monster also wears an earphone. Oh, right, yes, that too. Even though there was a slight distance, Banglu could still hear the music coming from the headphones. It is a piece of music that is difficult to express in words, with their melody and chaotic rhythm. Ah, so jazz, eh? Or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, I don't actually listen to much jazz. I actually haven't listened to any of it, probably. No, probably have heard some of it, but I don't know. Probably should. I really should actually look into that. It's on the bucket list. I guess it doesn't have very good hearing, so the volume is turned up very loud. The abrupt arms growing out of the monster are still swaying to the music. I mean, hey, got rhythm. Bangla walked forward inexplicably, danced with it in an inverted position. It wasn't until her head was congested and she felt dizzy that she turned to her standing position. After calming down, she ignored the monster and continued walking forward. Fair enough. I like this. I'm liking this a lot. I just wish the translation and the formatting was a little bit better. That would be perfect, because this is... Soon after, Banglu came to the police station. It was also dead silent here.
这里面大概率也不会有警察了。
There's a high probability that there will be no police here. Oh shit, there hasn't been
但
any.
还是进去看看吧，说不定能找到一些仿生工具。
There's a high probability that there will be no police here. Yes, we just saw that. As soon as she stepped into the police station door, a breeze blew in her face.
这里怎么会有风？
Why is there wind here?
好奇怪啊！
It's so
明
strange.
明外面安静
It's
的，
so quiet
就像
outside.
空气凝
It's
结了
like
一
the air
样。
has condensed. Walk past the counter. There seemed to be light in the corridor.
这种光看起来很柔
This
和，
light looks very soft.
不像是
Not
灯
like a
光，
lamp, but like
而是
sunlight.
阳光。
What's going on
这里
here?
面发生了
And
什
why is there
么？
light?
为什么会有光？
Alright.
小鹿，你来啦！
Dear, he came. Banglu. No, she wouldn't say dear. Why would she say dear?
左小啊，
Suja,
我就知道，
I knew you would
在
come
这
to
种
the
环境
police
下
station
一定会
first in
优
this
先来警
environment,
察局的，
so I've been waiting for you
所
here.
以我一直在这里等你。
We are really in tune with each other. Sure we are.
啊，
Hey. It seems
看
you're
来你受到牵连了。
implicated.
真的很
I'm
对
really
不起，
sorry, Suja.
苏小。
Yeah, that's also not the best word. It seems you're also affected by this.
原本
something
这
like
些离奇的事情
Originally,
应该发生
these
在我的
bizarre
身
things were
上。
only supposed to happen
没
to
想
me,
到你也出现在
but
这
I
里。
didn't expect you to appear here too.
如果这是一场梦，
If this
我
is
希
just a
望他
dream,
赶紧醒来。
I hope I wake up quickly.
为什么要道歉？
Why do you need to apologize? Yeah.
有生之年能穿越一
Isn't it
次，
great like to be
难道
able
不
to
是极
travel
大的
throughout
幸运吗？
time once in your
尤
lifetime?
其是
Especially with you?
和你。
Why time travel? Why would you assume time travel? Though.
嗯，
I mean,
跟
second
小
time,
说
so
里的
it's not a
穿越可能不
mistranslation,
是一回事儿。
right? I don't know.
这里都见不到其他人。
Well, it may not be the same as the time travel in the novel. You can't see anyone else here.
是吗？
Yeah, I'm missing something.
可是我一来
Something that
警
wasn't
局
translated.
就看到了
Just
他。
doesn't make sense. Yeah, but as soon as I came to the police station, I saw her.
谁？
Who? Zuzia pulled Panglo into the glowing room. God, those split words really fuck me up. Oh, hello. This room is full of greenery and the breeze is gentle. It's like being in a paradise. Two completely different worlds from outside the threshold. There was no ceiling visible above, but dazzling sunlight. But I don't know where this sunshine comes from. There is a big tree in the center of the flowers, and a woman is leaning against the tree. She has long black hair and snow-white skin, exuding an intoxicating light. The blue nightgown hung softly on her body. So peaceful and serene, it seems particularly harmonious in this quiet environment. Panglo looked at her intently. She's so pretty. We don't need these, though. Sure. The deer was deeply attracted. Her heart started to beat faster and she couldn't look away. Admiring every detail of the woman in front of me, her hair, her face, her closed eyes.
我来的时候就是这副模样。
This is what it looked like when I came here. No matter how much I scream, she won't wake up.
会不会是死人？
Could be a dead
我
person.
不敢碰她。
I don't dare to touch her. Panglu looked closer. This woman is as harmonious with her surroundings as a picture. We just don't have a translation at all? What? Did we run out? Panglu picked up her hand. The cold touch brought her thoughts back to 20 years ago. The time when I met Han Han is still vivid in my mind. The black-haired woman slowly raised her head and opened her eyes. Hello. Pretty blue eyes. Panglu felt that all the happiness and sadness related to it were like rushing spring water, turning into many things she wanted to say. And when the words came to my lips, I don't know where to start.
是你吗？
You-
说说。
Hand. As soon as she finished speaking, cracks appeared on the black-haired woman's skin, then began to decay and collapse. Uh-oh. No! Panglu realized something. Just like the scene back then, Han disappeared after a little bit of decay. Don't go! I mean, good for the actress, she's actually screaming. I don't like screaming. Mainly because it's late at night as well, and there's other people, and I don't have a sound booth, so people complain. It all disappeared in an instant like a mirage. Panglu sat on the ground in despair, her eyes dull.
发生什么了？
What
你没
happened?
事吧？
Are you okay? She left me again.
你的意思是，
You mean, is she the
她就是
hand?
那？可是看体型，她并没有那么
Ah,
巨大。
come on.
也许
I can
并不是你要找的
interpret
对
it, but
象。
like,
我也不知道他是不是。
I don't know if she is.
但我
But I
就是感
just
觉
feel
很
very
伤感。
sad and
很难过。
depressed. Yeah, sad and sad doesn't work.
没事的，有我在。
It's okay. I'm here. Yeah, hugs are nice. No, she's not. Han's not an important part in your life. She was just a random person. Imaginary thing. Step forward and hug Zhu Zhao. Come on, get a hug from warm body. There you go. Aw, hugs are nice. Zhu Zhao caressed the deer gently. Time seemed to have stood still, and the two of them temporarily forgot about their surroundings. After calming down, the two of them supported each other and walked toward the door of the room. Before I could reach the door, a man's voice suddenly came from outside. Ah, shit. After searching for a long time, I didn't even see a gun.
谁知道会是这种情况？
Who knew this would be the case? The world here is clearly not normal.
有人来了，
Somebody's
要向
coming.
他们求救吗？
Want to ask them for help? Did you just hear what they were talking about finding a gun? No.
他们是来请你
They
找
came
武
to
器
the police station to look for
不一定
weapons,
是警察，
not necessarily the police.
先别暴露。
So don't expose ourselves to them yet.
都他妈怪你！
It's all your fucking fault. If you hadn't killed someone, we wouldn't be in this inexplicable place.
闭嘴吧你！
Shut up.
你自己说他
Obviously, it was you who said that he saw our face and could not be left alive.
是想简单
Originally, I just wanted to simply rob him.
听见了吗？
Did you
他
hear
们明
that?
显不是好人，
You're obviously not good
我们还
people.
是先赶紧逃
Let's run
吧。
away first. Quickly. But Zhu Xiao was so frightened that her legs became weak. She fell to her knees with a thud.
什么声音？去看看。
What was that sound? Go check it out.
糟糕，被发现了
I！found out. Banglu grabbed Zhu Xiao, rushed to the window, and jumped out. I didn't expect that there was a manhole with a missing cover on the ground outside the window. They both fell into the hole. Alright, that's some cartoony logic. Immediately afterwards, the voices of the two gangsters rang out just above the entrance of the cave.
你有看到什么吗？
Did you see anything?
没，别是怪物吧？
Without. Don't be a monster. What?
那就不下去了。
Then we won't go down.
接下来怎么办？
What do next?
还记得
Do you remember who the person you killed was?
我他妈怎么知道？
How the hell should I know?
不，
I mean, do you remember his features?
那当然。
Of course. Such a big crescent moon mark and it's still on my face. It's really amazing.
对对，
Yep.
非常
Very obvious crescent marks.
然后呢？
Then what? What do you want to say?
望乡镇上有一个大教
There's a
堂，
cathedral in Wangshan Town.
我
Do
们
you
曾经
remember?
在那儿偷过
We
东
used to
西。
steal stuff there.
记得，偷
Remember?
又怎样
It？was stolen. So what?
里面的大殿顶
On top of the main hall inside, there's a very large crescent moon picture.
不仅是顶，
Yeah.
那个教堂
Not just on top. You can see the crescent moon pattern almost everywhere in that church. Well,
难道我杀
was the person I killed a believer in the
教会的
church?
信徒吗？肯定是。
Definitely is.
就是杀了
The
他，
world suddenly changed after you killed him.
变样的
We should go to the church and
我们
see.
应该去教
Maybe
堂
we can
看
go
看
back.
说不定就能回去了。
After that, the two left.
你听到了吗？他
Did
们
you
刚
hear
刚说的话。
what they just said? Well,
嗯，
but what does
这
this
和
have to
我
do
们
with
有
us?
什么关系？
去望乡镇教
Go to
堂，
Wanching Town Church.
说不
and
定
Maybe you
可以
can
找
find
到
a
回
way
去的
back.
办法。
可是你和我身
But
上
neither you
都
nor
有
I
绿
have
芽
the
印
crescent
记，
mark on our bodies.
我们的穿
So
越
our time travel has
与
nothing
那
to
个
do
教
with
会
that
没有什么关系
French
吧？
church. Yeah, time travel's not the right one at all. We've been isekai, that's what you're looking for.
试试看呗。
Let's give it a
当下
try.
也没有
We don't
更
have
好
any
的
better
计划
plans at the moment, right?
可是
But
怎么了？
what's wrong?
你不
Don't you
想
wanna go back to
回
your
到原来
original
的世
world?
界吗？
Do we want to find hand? Not really. I'm not that attached to hand. She decayed twice. Although that is interesting. Nah, fuck it. Let's. Your safety is important. Let's get to an ending. We are about halfway through about as much time as I'm willing to devote to a demo.
总之先去看看吧，
Anyway,
说不
go
定能
take a
发
look
现什么
first. Maybe you can find something. Ooh, that's a fancy one. A little bit of an animation thingy. And the moon is actually moon colored now, not blue.
这是一所古老的教堂，
Still, cool. Gotta give him props for like the environment,
在他很
the
小的时
different
候，
background images and
这个
everything
建
else.
筑
That's
就已
cool.
经存在了。
That's neat. This is an old church. My father said that this building had existed when he was very young.
看起来确实
It
挺
does look
古
quite
老的
ancient.
造型怪异，
Weird
年
shape
份
in
悠
old
久。
age. Some
甚至
people
有
even
人
say that
说
this is not
这根
something
本不
built
是
by
地球人
Earthlings
建
at
造
all.
的东
It
西，
comes from some mysterious
而
force.
是来自
Come
某
on,
种
it's just
神秘力
fancy
量。
architecture. Come on now.
听起来
It sounds a bit like the mysterious legend of the Egyptian
神
pyramids.
秘传说。
Like people have like found like diagrams and stuff like that how they built those things. It's not really that mysterious.
很不可思议吧？
It's incredible. Come on with the
结合
current
当下
environment.
的环境，
On the contrary, this
这个
church
教
seems to be the
堂
most harmonious
反而
building.
看起来是最融洽的建筑。
Harmonious?
确实，
Really?
大门被破坏了，
Gate was
应
breached.
该就是
It's
那
probably
两个
those two
被偷
gangsters
车
who
的。
did it.
门边的地上
There's a broken
有
sign
块
on the
破
ground
损的
next to
告
the
示
door.
牌，上面写着
It says,
欢
Welcome to
迎
join
加
the
入
monthly
月月
humor
闹事
meeting.
会，
Then something
请
crossed
相
out.
信红色长袍，
Please believe in the red
他们能
robes.
给你
They
一
can
切
give you
帮
all
助
the help and everything they
他
say
们
is
说的一
correct.
切都是正确的。
Yes, it's a cult. Okay, I mean, obviously it's a cult.
请原谅月
Please
牙
forgive
眼镜。
Crescent Mark. They have been
他们受的
punished
惩罚已
enough
足
and
够
need to be
多。
forgiven.
如果
If
你
you
感
feel
到迷
confused,
茫，
head up and you will
请
find
向
the
上
answers
进
you
发。
want.
这个告示牌损毁严
The
重，
sign was badly damaged.
上
It
面
had traces being
有被
daubed
涂抹
in,
过的痕迹，
being daubed on it,
似乎被
and
人
seemed
修
like
改
it has
过。
had been altered.
隐约能看到的
I can vaguely see a few scrambled words.
不要
Don't
相
believe.
信。
Don't forgive.
这些告示是谁
It's
写
a
的？
bit weird. Who wrote these
又是被
notices
谁
and
修改
who
的？
modified them?
月幽默事会指的就是教堂里的
Does the
组织
Moonlight
吗？
Symposium refer to organizations in the church? Where'd you get that from?
我觉得
I think it is necessary for us to write down these notices.
说
Maybe
不
they
定
can be
之
used
后能用
later.
得上。
Make a note of the notice. Sure.
哎，我以为教堂里
Hey,
面会是
I
宽
thought
敞
there would
空
be a
旷的大
spacious
厅，
and empty hall
没
inside
想
the church.
到是一
I
条
don't
长廊。
didn't expect it to be a long corridor.
左右各有房间，小心一点。
There are rooms on the left and
那
right
两个
side,
匪徒
so be
很有
careful.
可能就在某个门
The
后
two
面。
gangsters are probably behind a certain door. Let's just keep going. Fuck it, let's keep going. Let's get ambushed from behind. Ooh, view the confessional. There we go.
为什么
Oh,
我的生活中只有不幸？
Why is there only misfortune in my life?
我做错了什么？
What have I done wrong to have to endure such torture?
我的父母，
My parents and my home are no longer here.
我什么都没
I
有。
have nothing left.
为
Why?
什么？
Did I not repent properly?
神啊！
God, if all this is my fault,
这一切都是
I'm
我
willing
的
to
罪。
accept all punishment.
让我的父母
And my
回来
parents
吧
come back. I want to see them again.
他们也
Just one look.
有个小女孩
There's a little girl
忏悔，
confessing.
他的声音很悲伤，
Her voice was very sad.
就是
She must
经
have
历了
gone
什
through
么
some
苦难。
hardship. After that, Banglu walked in.
嗯，人呢？
Where are the people?
女孩的影子消失了，
The girl's shadow
不会
disappeared.
是遇到鬼了吧？
Could it be that you encountered a ghost?
椅子上放着一颗苹果，
There's an apple on the
看起来
chair.
很新鲜。
Looks very fresh. It's an apple. Come on. We know the symbolism. We're gonna exit it. Are we gonna be a sinner? We're gonna exit the confessional. I don't trust the apple. I don't trust the apple. Let's keep going. Don't trust apple. That is a correct statement. You lock down room 1 or 2? Let's you room 1.
这个房间看起来
Prison
很像
cell.
牢房，不知道是用来关
This
什
room
么
looks
的
like a prison cell, and I don't know who it is used for.
除了一张铁板
There's nothing but an
床，
iron bed.
什么都
床下面
That's a wooden
说不定
bed.
藏着什么东西。
But okay, I'll take your word that's iron. There might be something hidden under the bed. No, there isn't. Bungalow leaned down and got under the bed, carefully exploring the back of the iron
瞧
bed.
还真的有东西，
Look, there really is something.
一
Oh,
套破旧的袍
a
子
set of，torn robes.
应该
It
是
should be
旧
worn
服
by
款的
believers.
走吧走吧，
Come on, come on.
那
That
东
thing
西
might be
可能
worn
是
by a
死
dead
人穿
person.
过的。
你要不要穿看看？
Do you want to wear it? Bungalow? Well, I guess I made her demented, so.
为什么？
Why?
不要！
I do not want. Give up. No, we're not gonna force her to get changed. Come on now.
我开玩笑的。
I'm just kidding. You sure you were?
嗯，
Well,
走吧，去看看其他地方。
go ahead and check out the other places. Yeah, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Keep it going. Check the toilet. Yeah, sure.
这是
Toilet.
最后一个房间了。
This is the last room.
茅厕。
Toilet. Yep. Ah, fuck me. Alas. No, that's not what you say there. What's wrong?
坑里有东西，
There's something in the pit.
什么啊？
What?
我
I
没
didn't
看
see
到
it.
感觉
Feeling
有怪物。
like there's a monster. I'm about to sneeze. Yeah, you don't want. Look, it's the eyes.
你是不是眼花了？
Are you
我依然什
dazed?
么都没看到啊。
I still didn't see anything.
不会吧？
No way.
很显眼。
It's obviously very conspicuous even. I'll go down and take a look. Fuck it now. I'll believe what you say. Yeah, let's
可
just.
能是喜欢变
It
得
may be a monster that likes poop, and it
Literally,
is
dude, what was
not
that?
much of a threat to us hiding inside. At this time, Ponglu noticed that the hay scattered on the toilet. Well, yeah, you need something to absorb all the pus.
这些草是做
What
什
are
么
these
用的？
grasses used for? So that it's not just a muddy mess.
还用问吗？当然
No
是
need to ask, of course.
啊，
Oh,
懂了
understood.
懂了，
They don't even have
连
toilet
厕纸
paper.
都没有。
These church people are
这
so
教会的人真
pathetic.
可怜。
But I guess also not the right word here.
要不要拾取一些呢？感觉以后
Do you want to pick some up? I feel like I can use it in the future. Can you? Do you? No. We're gonna exit. We're not gonna pick. Okay, actually, no. Just regular hay. Sure, let's pick up some hay that's not been used yet.
OK，
Okay. And she actually said okay. We have an item in our inventory. Keep going. Keep it going. They walked through the long corridor and came to the sacrificial hall.
哇，
Yep, that's
这里
sacrificial
好
hall
宽
indeed.
敞。
Wow, it's so spacious in here.
注意，中间那
Like,
个台子
look,
上有个
there's a guy
人，
in the middle platform.
是匪徒吗？
Is he a gangster? Not like that.
他额头上有红色的
There's a
乌
red
鸦印
crescent
记，
mark on his forehead.
肯定是个教徒。
He must be a believer. No, the crescent marks were like the punishment, the sinners or something like that. That's fucking freaky. This is a creepy image, honestly. Like the lips are parted backwards, eyes sewn shut, and covered in thorns or barbed wire, something like that. It's fucking creepy. Freaky as fuck. Really bad way to die.
他的眼睛被钉
Oh,
了2颗螺
screws.
丝，
2 screws were driven into his eyes.
身
Fuck
体
me, that's
被
even
铁丝荆棘捆
worse.
绑，像是遭到了
And his
虐
body was
待。
bound with wires and
不会是
thorns,
那2个匪徒干的吧？
as if he had been tortured. It couldn't have been the 2 gangsters.
这里是献祭大厅，
This is the
这个人
sacrificial
在
hall.
献祭台上，
This man must
肯
have
定
been
是被当作祭
sacrificed
品
on the sacrificial altar.
啊，活人献祭，
Human sacrifice.
这
This
一
must
定
be
是
a
邪
cult.
教没错了。
Yeah.
还是先看看他
Let's
到
see
底
if
是
he's
死
dead
是
or
活
alive
吧。
first. Oh, fuck, I hope he's dead. Because fuck me otherwise. That's really bad if he's still alive. The 2 approached slowly. Just listen to the man begging in a weakened voice.
原谅我，
Fuck me, he's still alive. That's oh god. Forgive me. Forgive me.
神已经宽
God has forgiven me. You just need to pour that pot of holy water on me,
生水
and I will be free
浇
from
在
torture.
我身上，我就可
Right.
以免
Holy water is
受
gasoline
折磨
in this case. And he's gonna be set on fire, right? Must be.
求求你
Please,
宽恕我。
please forgive me.
你是在跟我们说话吗？
Are you talking to us?
对对，
Yes, yes.
求求你们
Please
帮
help
帮
me.
我。
Banglu looked around and found a copper pot next to the altar. It should be the holy water he was talking about. Yeah, let's forgive him, sure.
你要做什么？
What are you doing?
当然是拯救他了。
To save him, of course.
可
But
我总
I
觉得不对
feel
劲。
something is wrong.
你还
Correct,
记
it's
得
wrong.
告示牌写的内容吗？
Do you remember what the sign said?
告示牌不记得了。
Billboard, notice. Can't remember. Yeah, it's don't believe him. As she said that, Banglu poured the water from the copper pot on the man.
对，
Right,
就是这
this is
样。
it.
感
Thank you, Lord.
感
Thank you for your forgiveness. I saw that the man's belly was gradually bulging, getting bigger and bigger. Oh, God. Oh, fuck me. Then the skin tore and a lot of black sticky substance came out.
现在我拥有更多的能力，
Now I have more abilities to assist you.
请您接受我
Please accept the 2 sacrifices I offer.
吧。
Okay. But why did we need the panty shot there? Come on now. Come on, you're supposed to be a horror thing. Why do you have to be horny as well, artist? Come on. The man's body suddenly burst open, spewing out a large amount of black mucus. Banglo and Zhu Zhao were swallowed up in an instant. Okay. Okay, back to homepage. That's fine. That's the end of the demo. I'm fine with that. It's intriguing, it's interesting, but it has, like, it's incomplete. It's incomplete. Obviously, it's the demo. It's obviously not complete, but like, it needs more work to be done. At least for the English version. I'm sure in the original language, it's grammatically perfect and all makes sense, and context is all like and it's consistent. So I'm sure it's a lot better if you speak that. Generally, all is best to read things in the original language. It just works better. The translation is decent, could be better. Hopefully it gets better in the full release, which is either happened already or in the no, it's not in the future. It's definitely in the past. But by the time you see this one, definitely. But anyway, that was Moment of Moonset demo over, and that means I stop as well. Bye. Right. Okay. So I had a sleep and a think and a fixing of the audio as well, and because of all the things I said during the Moment of Moonset, it's just, I can overlook the sexualized parts. I do all the time everywhere, but the technical stuff, no. It's just not, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with the inconsistent grammar, the splitting of the words here and there, and just the lack of translation somewhere. I'm sure that can be fixed, and that would be pretty good, because the baseline is there, the story is there, but it's just technically just not what I want to deal with. If they fix it, maybe, but I'll probably forget about this by the time this is released anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, that's that. That's the conclusion to Moment of Moonset, of me exploring it forever. Bye now properly, again.